so I got the shed here going on. I have leveled it up with a laser that's over there. I used shims and tapped the shims underneath all of my brackets, or on top of the brackets underneath the beam. And so now I am putting the sheets on the floor and just tacking them in. I'm going to tack them in, run my plumbing and figure out where my plumbing needs to go. And then I'm going to take the sheets off and then reapply them. The idea is sheet it, do the plumbing, and then figure out, or do the plumbing and then lift them up, do the insulation, and then put the sheets back down. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm sheeting the deck of this good old sheddy. So I'm just taking these nails here and just tacking the sheets out like that. Now that I got the floor tacked down, need to square and build my layout, snap out my lines so I know exactly where I need to put the sheets and where I'm going to put my plumbing wall, which is going to be right about here, so I can lay it out, lift the sheets, and do the plumbing. So I'm going to snap my lines all the way around, pull in 5.5 inches here, and then square everything all around is the idea. So it's the 26th of December. I'm working on this shed, what you guys are calling a she shed. I wouldn't necessarily call it a she shed, but you never know, it could be that. Spent today and the 24th plumbing this. I plumbed this one time before, and there's all the pieces right there. Used the wrong cement, so I tore it out and used the right cement. That was a rookie move. I'm not a plumber, so sorry about that, but I just that's just not my thing. So I plumbed it all up today. I've got a drain for a water heater, or tankless water heater. I got venting system. That 3-inch pipe is vent. It's gonna go into the crawl, or into underneath my little unit here, up through the roof. So the idea with this vent right here, this is going to go into the crawl or into underneath the shed, and then 90 out right here. Then I have another vent over there that stubs into the crawl, and it's going to go all the way through the roof. So over here, I'm going to hook up a fan, midstream inline fan, so the fan will suck air from there and then circulate through the crawl and then push it up out. So that should give me the ventilation I need. It will dry out if there's any moisture, and then on the top I'll probably put like a little weather protector, or what do they call those things? Rain proof little 90 or a little U. So I forgot what those things are called. Weather head. So I'll put a weather head at the top. So that should give me the circulation in the crawl that you guys are also worried about, that this thing's gonna rot. It's not going to rot. The idea is to take this plastic right here, and I'm gonna wrap it up underneath my Tyvek house wrap, okay? And then I'm going to clad the outside of the whole she shed with 4 inches of foam, okay? 4 inches of XPS foam. And I'm gonna push that all the way to the ground, all right? So it's going to be plastic and then foam, and then strips, furring strips for my siding, and then I'm going to put metal skirting around all the way, and then I'll backfill up against the metal skirting. So I know you guys are like, that thing's going to rot, that thing's going to rot, but the shed is sitting on metal brackets with cedar shims. I climbed under there, shimmed it up, and it's all good. So All right, so you can see the plumbing here. I'm not a plumber, so this isn't not my specialty, but this is for a vanity, and the vent will come up off the top. That's gonna be the drain, and then the vent will come up. This is the toilet vent. The toilet will be right here. You can see right here, this is full of water. I filled up the whole system with water, and then my outgoing sewer pipe is over here about 2 feet down. So I've got my whole system filled with water, and I'm just gonna let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes to see if I have any leaks. I don't see any quite yet. It's been in there for about 10 minutes. Over here, I've got my vent that's gonna go through the roof for my ventilation underneath. My incoming water line, and I know you're gonna say, that's too close to the edge, it's gonna freeze, but what you have to remember is there's gonna be a 2x6 wall here. There's going to be 4 inches of foam, and then batting inside the wall. So I'm really not that worried about it freezing. This is my incoming for power right here. And then this is a drain here. An vent for a tankless water heater, maybe eventually. That's not the plan now. The plan is just to make it into a shed so I can store my crap. But as I look at this, it's really not as big as I once thought it was gonna be as it continues to progress. All right, so over here, there's the exit for the sewer right there. It's gonna be about 1.5 feet down. And then here's the water line. I'm gonna dig this about 3 feet down below frost. And my water source is over here, and then I've got my electrical conduit right over here. So the sewer, I'll eventually trench out to the mainline sewer and hook it up to the city source, next summer or something like that. So I'll dig with the track hoe in the spring, the water over there to where that, what is that thing called? The water hydrant. So the hydrant over there, I'll trench it over to the hydrant, and I'll hook up the water and a shut off, and then my electrical will go over to the house. So that's gonna tear up the house or the lawn a little bit, which sucks, but got all my lumber here. It's ready to be framed. My sheets. So tomorrow morning, I'm having an insulator come out here and spray 2 inches of closed cell foam. The closed cell foam will go on the bottom of this OSB, okay, 2 inches. There's gonna be an air gap underneath of about 1.5 feet. So there'll be air underneath there, so it shouldn't rot. I know you guys are all stressed out about the pressure treated and all this and that and the other, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be okay. And you guys are saying, oh, this, that, and the other, man. You guys are whining and crying. I don't wanna hear it. I don't wanna hear it, because I know it's gonna be fine. Pretty sure. I lost sleep over this. So 2 inches of closed cell foam, then batting, R19 batting, and then my floor sheets, and then I start framing the walls. This is gonna be a 14-foot wall here. There's gonna be a 10-foot wall in the back. I'm gonna do a mono pitch, and it's gonna be freaking sweet. So this is a slow progression, and it's a lot of work for me. I'm doing this by myself, and I'm pretty stoked about that. I like doing stuff like this. I think with the lumber, with the plumbing parts, I'm probably into this about $4,000 so far. And I just have the roofing and the siding to do. And I think that's about it. So I'm thinking it's gonna be about a $5,000 shed. Or a she shed. You guys are giving me crap, saying this is a she shed. Yeah. This is not no freaking she shed. Don't kid yourself. Don't say it's a she shed, because it's not. So I don't see any water anywhere on any of my connections. I don't see any leaks. So I'm pretty sure that we are good to go. Man, that black PVC cement is some nasty stuff. So now what I gotta do is bring my plastic over here and plastic this thing off so I can have this thing dry. It's dry now. I'm gonna come over here with the blower, blow it all out, drain the water out so it doesn't freeze tonight. And in the morning, he'll come with the insulator and spray the foam, and then I will start putting the insulation in and then put the sheets down. So that'll do it for tonight. I just wanted to put a thin piece of plastic down for the frost, and or in case it snows tomorrow morning. He should be coming to spray the closed cell foam. So I just want to make sure it's covered. I do have a couple of holes in my plastic right here and over there, but nothing to really worry about too much. I may grab one of these concrete blankets over here, put it on there. They look dry. All right, so there I got it covered up with the plastic and then with the concrete blankets. Hopefully I'll be here tomorrow when he sprays. I don't know. So thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you. Best viewers on YouTube. See you in the next one.